Hello, brave, beautiful warrior soul friends. Welcome to a self-hypnosis session to help activate and rewire subconscious neural data to liberate parts of self-essence into a greater fullness of the love beings that they truly are. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here, and thank you for being you. Begin by sitting in a comfortable position. You can sit outside in a nature space or lay down comfy and cozy in your bed. Create space to relax into your being. Feel permission to fully let go of the external world and life as you think you know it, and just bring yourself fully into this present moment. Once you're in a comfortable position, close down your wondrously perfect eyes and shift your attention to your breathing. Consciously place awareness to the wondrous land of your nostrils as air miraculously flows in and provides you with a magnificent, life-giving energy. Feel the air trickle in through your nostrils as you inhale. As you exhale, feel yourself letting go. Let go of the day. Let go of any stress your precious heart may be carrying. Breathe in and feel a sense of peace being invited into your perfect body. Breathe out and let go of anything that your tender heart does not need to carry anymore. Breathe in and feel a sense of infinite love, energetic compassion filling your body as oxygen fills your body. As you exhale, let go of anything that resists feeling that love that you are breathing in. There may be anxiety or tension or fear or doubt or unworthiness. Anything that comes up, acknowledge it and let it go as you breathe. Inhale deeply, filling your wondrous body with oxygen and love. Feel your belly and your chest rise as you feel the air stream in through your nostrils, and feel a sensation of love flooding your being. As you exhale, let go of anything that resists that love. Continue breathing in love and letting go of anything else as you center yourself into the power of this now moment. Invite yourself with each breath into loving presence with your body, your mind, and your spirit. place your hands on your heart, or one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. As you continue breathing deeply, feel a space of centered presence as you feel the resounding power, that subtle courage of your bold and tender heart space. Your heart is magnificent. Breathe into this space, the center of your being, as you continue inviting all aspects of your being into this moment, letting go of all else as you breathe in more and more love. With a space of centered presence, begin exploring a body scan as you shift your conscious awareness from your head down to your face and down to your shoulders and down to your chest and down your back and down your belly and down your hips and down your thighs and down your knees and down your legs and down your feet, all the way to your perfect toes. And as you bring awareness to your body, breathing in love and letting go of everything else, give each part of your body loving permission to let go, releasing any trapped tension and allowing there to be peace in your muscles, presence in this moment, loving relaxation in every part of your perfect body. From this centered space of presence, continuing to breathe deeply, breathing into your heart space, centering yourself in this present moment, creating expansive space within your being. Imagine a staircase. It's made of stone, and on the right there is a stone wall, and on the left there are stained glass windows with colorful hummingbirds and butterflies. And you take one step onto this staircase, and you notice as you look ahead that this staircase continues moving downward, spiraling to the right. And on your right side is a stone wall, and on your left, a collage of stained glass windows. You take one step down, your hand gently tracing the stone wall to your right as you look at the stained glass windows to your left. And as you take a step down the staircase, you feel your body relaxing even deeper. Everything is being let go of as you feel deeply centered in loving presence with your being in the power of this now moment. You take another step down the staircase, feeling the texture of the stone wall against your right hand. It is cold and firm, but smooth and gentle. And you look to your left, and after the colorful stained glass window with hummingbirds and butterflies, you notice another stained glass window with many colors lighting up with brilliant illumination as the sunlight streams through. And here there are dolphins and starfish decorating the stained glass window. You take another step down the staircase as it gradually spirals to the right, your hand tracing the stone wall as you admire the beautiful brilliance of these stained glass windows and their decorative features. You take another step down the staircase and you feel your breath expanding even deeper, inhaling so much life-giving energy that you feel oxygen flooding your being from head to toe with each inhale and with every exhale, letting go more and more. Your foot lifts as you step down on this staircase, your right hand gently tracing the wonder-filled textures of the cold stone wall on your right. And to your left, you see a third stained glass window. And on this window, there are lions and tigers, brilliant colors. And rather than looking like wild beasts, they appear as kind, tame cats. The wonder of them creates space in your heart to relax even deeper into this now moment. You feel a soft strength in your spirit as you give yourself permission to fully and deeply relax. You take another step down the staircase, and as it spirals to the right, and you descend into a majestic underground castle. There are no more stained glass windows, but the stone walls begin to seem illuminated by an unfathomable colored light. You do not understand where the light is coming from, which just makes it all the more intriguing. You proceed, taking another step down the staircase into a mystical, magical, underground castle. Curious about where these colored lights are coming from, you take another step down the staircase, breathing in love and releasing anything that resists that love, relaxing more and more, letting go more and more, and creating infinite, expansive space within your being to simply be here now, in this moment, with your miraculous being. You take another step down the staircase, breathing even deeper now. You take one more step down the stone staircase, and you find yourself at the base of it. And in front of you is a door. This is no ordinary door. This is the largest door you have ever seen. You look up and you can barely even see the top of the door. It seems to extend for miles. And the door is decorated with wooden carvings, hundreds and thousands of wondrous wooden carvings. There are designs, and there are shapes of plants, and there are shapes of animals. And right in front of you, at eye level, looking straight ahead at this door, there is a large wooden carving into the door of a castle. It is the most wondrous castle you have ever seen. Whomever carved this mystical image did a fantastic job. There is so much detail. The castle seems to come to life before your very eyes as you admire the wondrous artistry of this wooden door. You notice that there are colored lights dancing all around you. You chuckle inwardly because there is no light that is creating this light. There is no hidden lamp that's projecting these lights dancing. You have no idea where the lights are coming from. But as you stand here at the base of this staircase, looking straight ahead at the largest door you've ever seen, covered in mystical carvings, with a castle straight ahead of you, colorful lights dance all around you. There are circles of green and circles of pink and circles of purple and circles of blue and circles of red and circles of orange and circles of yellow. And these colored lights are dancing and moving all around you, across the door, across the stone wall, and across your body. You reach out your arm and notice the colored lights dancing all over you. Your fingers and your arms and your whole body are covered in dancing colored lights. You hear an inviting sound from behind the door. It almost sounds like an angel singing. As soon as you hear this sound streaming from beyond the door, you feel a gentle space in your heart, a tender curiosity, a bold sense of wonder-filled bravery, an exciting and peaceful spark of adventure, and you feel inspired to explore further. With your extended arm, you reach for the doorknob of this giant door. Your hand placed upon the doorknob, you turn it. It easily opens, and you pull the door forward towards you, stepping back as you create space for the door to open. As you open this door, you are immediately captivated by light streaming into your experience. As you step forward, you notice an expansive, wondrous garden inside of a castle. The castle's ceiling seems to extend for many, 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 many stories. Up and up and up that ceiling goes. And there are chandeliers hanging all across the expansive area you see. And as you step forward, there is grass beneath your bare feet instead of carpet. You feel the fresh grass and the soft earth beneath your toes. And you look forward and you notice a waterfall. And you chuckle inwardly. How is there a waterfall inside of an underground castle? You let go of needing to make sense of anything, and you simply enjoy the beauty of this moment. You step forward, enjoying the beautiful feeling of the grass beneath your feet. Before you, a mystical fairy queen walks up to you. She is angelic in all her features. Her entire being is radiating the purest light. It's bright white with sparkling gold dust streaming from her body, extending many feet beyond every corner of her body. She has wondrous wings, clear, with streams of teal and turquoise in them. Her smile immediately softens your heart as you feel deeply welcomed into this sacred space. She extends her hand outward to you, and you instinctively reach your arm out in return. She softly lifts your fingers tenderly and bends down to kiss your hand. She looks up from your hand into your eyes, and you immediately feel so seen, like beyond the body and the being that you are in physicality, your soul, your heart, your spirit, your consciousness, every part of the inward being that you truly are feels seen as her love and light penetrates your being. Your eyes meet hers, and you immediately soften into a deep sense of divine worthiness. Every corner of your heart feels safe to crack open and simply be you. All of your walls break down, and you surrender into the peaceful love of this sacred space. The fairy queen before you stands up tall, and you see the light emanating from her body begin to stream into your body, and your body begins to emit this perfect, pure, white light filled with shimmering golden sparkles. Your entire body is streaming this magnificent light, and you feel energies of love and light flooding your entire physical body, an energy that miraculously permeates every cell. You watch the fairy queen in front of you, her smile soothing your soul. Without saying a word, she gently gestures for you to follow her. As she walks in front of you, you continue walking in her footsteps. You feel the soft grass and the warm earth beneath your feet. As you move through this mystical underground castle, you admire the ginormous chandeliers hanging all around you from an extraordinarily tall ceiling. As you continue walking, you follow the fairy queen, admiring her wings. You see the waterfall in front of you, coming closer and closer as you continue walking through this castle. You are now walking past the waterfall. The sound of it has grown louder and louder with each step, and you hear a thunderous roar from the water that gently calms your inner being. You follow the fairy queen, walking past and behind the waterfall. With the waterfall to your left, you walk beyond it, and directly behind it, to your left, is a staircase made of pure diamonds. Every step and the hand railings on both sides are completely made of pure diamonds. They shimmer and sparkle, their pure light radiating from them as the bouncing, streaming light creates a series of dancing rainbows. The fairy queen begins walking up these steps, gesturing for you to follow her. With a peaceful excitement, you step forward onto the first step of this diamond staircase. It moves upward, resting miraculously behind the waterfall. You continue hearing the sounds of the waterfall as you step upward along this diamond staircase. In front of you, you see the Fairy Queen and her mystical radiating light. Bright white light with golden sparkles, and her perfect crystal clear wings decorated with streaks of light bright teal. And as you continue moving up this diamond staircase, you admire the light that is radiating from your body. Your body is streaming the same bright, white, brilliant light with dancing, shimmery gold dust, the same way that the Fairy Queen is emanating light. You continue walking up this staircase that spirals up to the left, wrapping around the waterfall. As you reach the top of this diamond staircase, you find yourself in front of a tree house, a wondrous wooden house built at the top of a tree that wraps around and down behind the waterfall. You did not even notice the tree. It wraps around so miraculously in this wondrous nature setting, mystically placed in this underground castle. The Fairy Queen approaches the treehouse, stepping onto a wooden deck. You follow her, lifting your feet off the diamond staircase and placing your bare feet on this smooth wooden deck. The Fairy Queen is in front of you. She steps forward and opens a beautiful door, similar to the first door, although much smaller. This average-sized wooden door is decorated with many beautiful markings. The Fairy Queen opens the door and steps inside the treehouse, gesturing for you to follow her. You step forward into the treehouse off the deck. The sound of the waterfall behind you grows more quiet, and you feel a shift in the air and the atmosphere. The fresh air becomes much more still as you enter into the treehouse. In front of you, you are now in a circular room. It is empty and bare, but with lots of light streaming in from all sides through windows. You notice 3 doors inside of this treehouse. 1 door to your left, colored and painted in a light, bright, brilliant blue tone. In front of you, directly before you, is another door, and it is painted a bright, brilliant, warm, inviting green color. And to your right is a third door, painted a gentle, soft, warm, dark blue. The Fairy Queen stands to your left, and you stand here in the treehouse, admiring the 3 doors as you hear the waterfall behind you. The Fairy Queen turns to the left and points towards the light, bright, soft, smooth, oceanic, sky blue door. She indicates an invitation to go open it. You step to your left, past the fairy queen, towards the door. You reach out, placing your hand on the doorknob, feeling its cold bronze beneath your hand. You turn the knob and open it and step beyond the door. You are now in your bedroom from when you were a child, sometime between the ages of 4 and 8. You are now standing in the room where you grew up. You look around and you notice the walls and their decorations, and you notice the furniture placed in their spaces, and you recognize this room, and you feel sensations inside of your body as you realize that you are standing in the exact bedroom that you grew up in. You look around at all the details in the room. Nothing has changed. It's exactly the way it was all those years ago. And you look into the room and you notice the bed that you had as a child during some point between ages 4 and 8. And on this bed, you see your childhood self. And you look at this child and you see such beautiful innocence, such a tender, trusting presence in this wondrous, perfect child. And this child is wanting something from you that only you can offer them. You walk up to the bed where your childhood self sits, and you gently sit on the bed beside them. As you sit on the bed beside them, you tenderly look into their eyes. Their eyes are searching inside of you, searching inside of your heart, searching through your own eyes, searching inside of your soul. As you look at your childhood self and look into their perfect, wondrous eyes where infinite galaxies beautifully dance, you feel their searching presence, and you extend to them these words. After sharing each of these affirmations with your inner child, you directly address them by name. This could be your birth name, your first name, your full name, or a childhood nickname. Some word or phrase that resonates with the childhood self you are sitting with, who is somewhere between ages 4 and 8. You share these words with them, and at the end of each sentence, you address them by name. My dear, you are perfect. You are pure and wonderful in every way. You are perfect and magnificent. There is absolutely nothing in the entire universe you can ever do to separate you from my love. I love you exactly as you are. I see the beautiful radiance and dazzling wonder that you truly are. I see your fearless courage and your tender trust, and I love you for it. I love your spirit. I love your heart. You are safe to trust me. You are safe to trust life. You are safe to ask for things that you need. You are safe to tell me how you feel. You are safe to be seen. You are unconditionally worthy of respect from all people. You deserve a fantastic life. You are worthy of unconditional love. You are worthy of having all of your needs met by the infinite energies of the galaxies that created you. You are divine, connected to the infinite divinity of cosmic consciousness. There is nothing you can ever do to be separated from divine love because you are divine love. You are worthy and deserving of every desire in your sacred heart. You are worthy of having every need met. You are worthy of expressing yourself in any way that you desire. You are worthy of being seen, loved, valued, appreciated, and celebrated for the divine expression of your being. You are already perfect, worthy, and enough. I want to see you play and laugh and sing and dance with joy every day. I want to see you shine bright just by being you. I want you to always feel free just by being you. You are safe to explore the world within you and the world around you. You are safe to express yourself in any way that you desire. I love you. As you sit here on this bed, looking into the eyes of your childhood self, you feel their being relax. Their eyes that were searching now seem so at peace, a gentle serenity draped over their precious little body like a weighted blanket of love. Their eyes soften and their face smiles, and you see little teeny tiny sparkling stars dancing in the galaxies of their eyes. Something has shifted inside of them. Their perfect, vibrant energy now seems super boosted into cosmic realms of wondrous healing love, like the center of their chest is exploding with love that is healing every cell of their physical body. You sit on this bed in the room that you recognize from early childhood, looking at your childhood self seated on the bed beside you. And as you stare into their wondrous, perfect eyes, you notice their entire posture shifting. They seem bigger somehow, not physically, but energetically, like nothing is draining them, nothing is limiting them, nothing is reducing them, like they feel completely free to be themselves, like they feel completely free to feel unconditionally worthy, like they feel completely safe and free to feel worthy of safety. It seems that your words have ignited love and light inside of their heart space, and that energy has rippled through their physical and energetic bodies and transmuted any lingering energies that were not vibrating at the highest frequencies of love. Every part of their precious small being seems to be transformed into a perfect, radiant essence of love and light. The small child seated on the bed from when you first entered the room is nowhere to be found. Now there is a pure child seated beside you. It is the childhood self of you that would exist without any pain, without any fear, without any judgment, without any limitation, without any lack, without any restriction. It is the pure perfection, the angelic childhood self that would have been if life had never held any pain or fear. You see this child seated on the bed beside you, and their light is so vibrantly radiant. It is filling the entire room. The whole room is now dancing with radiant, angelic light streaming from the body of your childhood self. There is nothing small about this perfect, precious being. Their energy is vibrating through this whole room, dominating the whole atmosphere and stretching beyond the walls. This childhood self has so much power through the love of their heart, the presence of their being, and the light of their consciousness. They are more powerful than any force you can fathom. You suddenly feel like you are standing at the feet of royalty. You almost feel silly sitting on the bed beside such a radiant creature. You are captivated by their dazzling sparkle. And now the roles feel switched. You feel your eyes searching in theirs. You feel a longing to embody the light that they hold. The childhood self, angelic and pure, radiating perfect love and light, reaches out their small, precious hand, extending to yours. They reach out both of their hands, palms up, extending towards you. With your eyes locked in a captivating, entrancing gaze, you gently reach your hands out and tenderly place your palms in theirs. Your hands are softly touching the tender, soft, small hands of your childhood self as you stare lovingly with wonder, awe, and amazement into the galaxies of their eyes. You feel their relentless love and bold power and light and presence and radiant wonder streaming from their body to yours as an energetic transfer through the palms of your hands. This powerful love in their heart and this magnificent light of their being now streams into the cells of your adult body, and your heart begins to ignite. Suddenly, your body is bursting with magnificent light too. Giant smiles and laughing eyes and radiant love and light fill your childhood bedroom as you connect with your childhood self, now restored to the love being that they always were. You take a moment to simply be in this powerful space of loving connection. Spend some time now simply being in presence with your inner child and this moment of powerful healing experience. Remain in this space of powerful presence, healing, love, and compassionate connection for 5 minutes. You may stay with your palms touching theirs, looking in their eyes, or you may choose to have a conversation, or you may choose to go for a walk and explore an alternate scene. Create space to lovingly connect in whatever way feels natural, tender, and inviting in this moment. I will invite you back with a gentle song of my voice after 5 minutes, and we shall continue exploring. You thank your childhood self for this amazing experience that you shall treasure in your heart for the rest of your life. You will always remember this powerful, sacred experience of empowering restoration, loving transformation, and peaceful liberation. You bend down and hug your childhood self, both of your bodies continuing to radiate brilliant light and loving presence and connection. With a smile and a twinkle in your eye, you bid your childhood self farewell for now. You turn away from your childhood bedroom back towards the light blue door that you had walked through. You exit the bedroom and return to the circular room in the treehouse where the fairy queen stands. She smiles, welcoming you back into this treehouse. She then gestures towards the center door, the light green door in the middle of the room. You walk towards it, your heart open and light. You place your hand on the doorknob and gently turn it. You open the door and step in to a room. Here, you immediately recognize your childhood bedroom from some time between ages 9 and 13. You look around, orienting yourself in this bedroom. You notice the way the walls are decorated. You notice the furniture. You notice the various things placed around your room. Perhaps there are toys, or books, or picture frames, or clothes. You recognize things in the room as being those that you had sometime between the ages of 9 and 13. You glance around, looking to your left, looking to your right, and then looking straight ahead, and you recognize the familiarity of this bedroom. You look forward and see the childhood bed that you had slept on sometime between the ages of 9 and 13. Sitting on this bed is your childhood self from that time period of pre-adolescence. You notice this child sitting on the bed, so innocent, so open, so trusting. You walk towards them and sit on the bed beside them. You sit down and look into their wondrous eyes, and you see that their eyes are searching for something, yearning for something, craving something. They seem lost somehow, a sense of emptiness and questioning wonder. There's an open receptivity in their spirit. They are not closed off to you. They are completely wide open. And as you sit on this bed with your childhood self from pre-teenage years, you emotionally connect with them. Seated next to them, you feel so close. Your heart opens as you expand your being in this moment. With an open heart, you look at their amazing eyes, so much dynamic wonder dancing in the galaxies of their eyes. And with love and courage in your heart, and presence and compassion in your being, you extend these words to them with love. Repeat these affirmations after me, and at the end of each sentence, include the name of your childhood self. This could be your first name, your birth name, your full name, or a nickname during this time period from ages 9 to 13. Repeat these affirmations to your childhood self as you lovingly gaze into their eyes, sitting here in your childhood bedroom. And at the end of each sentence, add their name, directly allowing these words to flow from your adult heart to their child heart. I love you. I see the beautiful courage and the tender love in you. I see your creative spark and brilliant expression. I see your magnificent mind and bold, brave spirit. I see your graceful love and compassionate heart. You are worthy of respect from all people of all ages. You are a perfect expression of pure divinity. You are perfect exactly as you are, inside and out. Your mind is perfect. Your spirit is perfect. Your body is perfect exactly as it is. You are worthy of unconditional love. You are worthy of being seen, loved, appreciated, treasured, and celebrated. You are worthy of expressing yourself in any way that your heart desires. You are worthy of being seen and valued in your being and in your expression. You are worthy of love and respect from other people. You deserve to treat yourself like royalty, my beloved. You are worthy of experiencing joy every day of your life. You are free to uninhibitedly be your true self. You are unconditionally worthy of love and safety. You deserve every desire of your heart just because you're perfect. You are worthy of loving every inch of your perfect body. You are worthy of an abundant, freedom-filled life. You are worthy of having fantastic experiences. You are a perfect expression of pure divinity. You are worthy of having all of your needs met by the universe unconditionally. You are worthy of receiving love in all of its forms. You deserve a wonder-filled life. You bring beauty and goodness into this world simply by being you. You are a treasure, and I love you. I am so grateful that you are here as you. You are worthy of loving yourself unconditionally, my dear. You never, ever need to worry about what other people think. You are a perfect expression of divinity, and you are free to be authentically you. No one else in the whole universe is just like you, and that is a miracle. Your uninhibited authenticity is your greatest gift and strength. I love to see you shine bright just by radiating your inner light. I adore and respect you. You deserve to feel happiness and have moments of happily ever after in every day of your life. I love you more than words could possibly ever express. Thank you for the wisdom of your presence. As you finish sharing these loving words to your childhood self, you begin to notice dancing lights streaming from their body. It's as if you activated an inner superpower that has now begun to illuminate the magnificence of who they truly are. The child that sits beside you on this bed is no longer an ordinary human being. Instead, they seem to be emanating and radiating magnificent, marvelous, dancing lights from their wondrously perfect body. streaming from their skin like little fireflies dancing in awe-striking wonder. There's little sparkles of light green and little sparkles of deep purple and little sparkles of brilliant orange and little sparkles of vibrant blue and many, many other colors shining and shimmering in hundreds and thousands of specks of light. These vibrant sparkles of light stream from the body of your childhood self, from all corners, from their head, from their shoulders, from their chest, from their belly, from all corners of their back, from their arms, from their hands, from their hips, from their legs, from their hands and feet, from their little toes, from all corners of their perfect body. These magnificent, sparkling, colored lights stream. After a moment of watching this, there are so many specks of light now that the entire room, from ceiling to floor, in every corner of the whole room, is completely flooded with these magical, dancing, colored lights. It is such a beautiful scene. You feel struck with wonder, dazzled and amazed. It's more brilliant and beautiful than anything you've ever seen. It is more magnificent than any lights in the sky or any lights made by man or any light that you can fathom. It is greater than any fantasy you could have ever dreamed. And as this entire room where your childhood self lives, the whole room flooded with this light, you look around at the room and admire the lights, and then you look at your childhood self and you wonder how they could only be sometime between the ages of 9 and 13, because the wisdom of their presence humbles you. The statue of their being courses through your veins a message of revitalization in such a profound way that there are no words for it. It's an indescribable feeling that floods your body, this wave of deep respect for the child that you sit by wraps around your body. It crashes against your head and floods your entire being from head to toe like a wave of respect and just great, humble admiration for this child that sits beside you now, continually emanating sparkles of colored lights that stream from their body. As your eyes meet theirs, you suddenly forget about anything and everything else that has ever existed. You are completely locked into this singular moment of experience, and you never want to leave. The connection is so profound. You melt into this moment the way you might melt into someone's arms that you deeply love. You melt into this moment the way that chocolate melts onto a beautiful dessert when heated up. You melt into this moment the way that colors in a sunset melt into one another. You melt into this moment and you let yourself melt. You let your heart open. You let all your walls crumble down around you. You let everything melt and melt and melt and melt and melt until everything is purified in liquid gold. It's as if all the walls you had up around you, any walls that you might have had around your adult self, or any walls there may have been hidden around your childhood self, and any walls that may have been built through the memories that stand between the you today as an adult and the you of this childhood self. Any and all walls melt and melt and melt, and they become liquid gold. And this liquid gold begins to flood the room. The walls you had around you and within you melt, and they stream away from your body. These energies of tension that were trapped in the corners of your muscle, deep within your unconsciousness, begin to melt away from your body. Corners of your unconscious body begin to relax in a way that they have not ever felt. Muscles in your body that you did not even know you had begin relaxing more than has ever been experienced in your life. And the tension that was covertly trapped within these muscles of your body leak away, melt away, flow away from your physical body. And these energies melt into a liquid gold that begin covering the floor of your childhood bedroom. After a few moments, continuing to melt into the experience with your eyes locked in an intrinsically trancing gaze with your inner child, this beautifully wise, courageously humble child seated beside you on this bed. As moments pass and you continue to melt, softening your heart space like never before, trapped tension melts from your body, and soon the entire floor of your childhood bedroom is covered in shimmery gold liquid. And the whole scene becomes even more beautiful to your softened heart. You feel such wisdom in this space, like nothing bad can ever happen here. And any memories that may have been trapped in this space start to disappear, consumed by the healing, beauty, and transformative love of this transcendent moment. Your eyes continue melting more and more into the eyes of this child, this wondrously, innately perfect child. And lights continue streaming from their body, filling the room with thousands of sparkling lights of many colors. And the floor continues to disappear more and more as more and more liquid gold melts from your body. And then something else cracks open within you. Something else cracks open, a wall you didn't even know you had. Something else cracks open and you feel a shell breaking that you didn't even know that you had inside of you. A wall you didn't even know had inside of you cracks and you start to break and shatter in a million ways. The wholeness, this adult composure, this needing to be somebody, it all just starts to shatter. This illusion of separation, this illusion of confining reality, of physicality, it all begins to shatter and everything starts to break and everything starts to crumble and everything is starting to be so cracked open. It's as if a hammer and a chisel were suddenly placed against you and the self you thought you had begins to crumble like a porcelain glass doll being clipped on the head, and suddenly lines begin to flow through the glass and start to shatter the illusion of a restricted self. And it's beautiful because as intense as these feelings may be, you are only being shattered so that the real you can finally be free. The real you has been waiting so long to be discovered. But it takes a lot of courage to be willing to crack yourself open with love. And in this moment, as the walls continue melting into liquid gold, the room filled with thousands of sparkling colors, of illuminating lights, almost like a million fairies singing love into your heart. You reach out and place one hand on a shoulder of this child, and suddenly more magic begins to transpire. Two things happen simultaneously. The liquid gold that had been streaming from your body onto the floor now streams from your body to their body. It's as if the tension you are releasing from your body, being miraculously transmuted into liquid gold, is now filling their body with safety, security, protection, and provision. It's as if the tension you are finally letting go of is being angelically transmuted into an energy that can feed the mind, body, and soul of this child. Their body, beginning at their precious toes, moving up through their feet and their ankles and their legs with liquid gold. Liquid gold continues filling up their whole body, flowing through their knees and their thighs and their hips and their belly and their back and their chest and their arms and their elbows and their wrists and their hands and their neck and their face and their head and their hair and their lips and their nose and their eyes and their ears. And this liquid gold seems to paint them in a miraculous angelic form, and it makes both of you smile so brightly. So much joy, so much playful connection, so much light-hearted presence, so much transformative magic. Simultaneously, as this occurs, the lights that were emanating from their body begin streaming into your body and then emanating from your skin as well. Now your childhood self is filled with liquid gold, and you are also emanating these shimmery colored lights from your body. Your childhood bedroom is now a transcendent space of magic. Your childhood self continually emanating these sparkling specks of shimmering colors throughout the room, as you do as well. And liquid gold streams from your body into the room and into your childhood self. And in this space, everything melts away. Any pain that happened during those years is transmuted through this loving presence you now share in deep divine connection. Any worries or fears or doubts or pains or scary experiences or any moments that have plagued you or your childhood self gradually melt away. Their energies are transmuted by the power of your loving presence. And as you continue connecting with your childhood self, your hand on their shoulder and eyes continually locked as you both grin ear to ear at one another, you silently agree telepathically that it's time to let go. It's time to let go of anything that has been causing heaviness in your heart. It is time to let go of any sensations of fear or restriction. It's time to let go of any illusion of separation or limitation. It's time to let go of any moments that have ever hurt you, because you realize life and love are far too beautiful and miraculous to spend another moment holding on to anything that does not look and feel like pure love. Spend 5 minutes in this space, continually connecting with your childhood self, who is sometime between the ages of 9 and 13. You may spend time in this mystical scene in the bedroom, or perhaps go for a stroll in some other scene. However you would like to spend this time, continue connecting in a magical way, in a realistic way, in any way that you feel inspired. What's most important is that you give yourself permission to connect with love. Create space for these moments to unfold. I will call you back with a gentle song, and we shall continue the adventure. with love in your heart and a smile on your face, your eyes softened with tender, unspoken laughter. You bid your childhood self farewell for now, thanking them with so much compassion in your spirit for spending these amazing moments with you. You offer them a hug, squeezing them just enough to know that they are really here with you in this moment. Squeezing them in a hug just enough so they can know that you are there caring for them with love and presence. You bid them farewell for now and turn away from your childhood bedroom, returning to the light green colored door that you had originally walked in through. You walk through the door and gently close it behind you. You now stand once again in the treehouse. The fairy queen is to your right. You take a moment to orient yourself after such a profound experience. You take a big, deep breath. Recentered in this present moment, you look to your right at the fairy queen. She smiles at you with the biggest grin. It's almost like your healing moments are lifting her vibrational energy. She is streaming so much light from her body, even more than before. It's almost as if the way that you take time to heal yourself here is actually healing the whole world. It's as if the whole world is a vibration of love. And by creating space to authentically explore these transcendent experiences, you are actually raising the vibration of the entire planet. You have this feeling and this knowing within your heart as you look at the fairy queen and see so much light streaming from her body. You wonder if she might somehow represent the collective consciousness of humankind on Earth. You chuckle in amusement and grin to yourself. Standing in the circular room of the treehouse, you notice that there is one final door that you have not yet walked through. You look to your left at the dark blue colored door, and then you look back to your right at the fairy queen, wondering what your next step is. The fairy queen walks over to the blue door, stepping past you and then standing beside the blue door. She whips out a mystical fairy wand from seemingly nowhere and waves the wand around the door, tracing its outlined edges with her wand. From the wand, sparkling, shimmery gold dust begins to stream into the atmosphere, into the doorway. The edges of the door then begin to feel illuminated by this gold shimmering sparkle. The entire door begins beaming with golden light. She then taps the doorknob with her wand, and the doorknob itself transforms into a silver gemstone. Now, silver shimmering magic radiates from the doorknob as Golden, glimmery shine radiates from all corners around the edges of the door. Satisfied with her work, the Fairy Queen gently steps back, and with a radiant smile shimmering from her face, she glances at you and then gestures with her wand from you to the door, silently inviting you to go take a peek. With wondrous curiosity and an excited feeling in your body, you step towards the door. You reach your hand towards the doorknob. As you place your hand on the knob, you feel something in your body, as if the silver gemstone of the doorknob is transmuting a healing light through your hand into your arm, and then it radiates through your whole body. You take a big, deep breath, breathing into this healing magic. It's like a divine, transcendent energy of loving power is washing through the cells of your DNA and unlocking hidden codes of your infinite potentiality. You are taken aback. You did not expect such magic from a doorknob. With your hand resting on the doorknob, you take another deep breath, creating space for this magic to heal you in unexpected ways. You take another big deep breath in, long and deep, pausing at the top, and then slowly letting go with an exhale. And in this moment, a miraculous energy of loving light floods your body, moving from your hand into your arm and streaming through your entire body, head to toe. And in your unconsciousness, this light leaks into the cells deep, deep, deep within your body, millions of miles away from what your mind can know of. And your DNA begins to loosen, igniting, healing, lighting up, and mending itself. Within your unconsciousness, healing instinctively begins to take place. You take another big deep breath, feeling so thankful for this moment, for this opportunity to let love heal you. You feel gently appreciative for the light that streams into your body and takes care of any pieces of energy that have been feeling stuck or trapped, limited or limiting. You breathe in this light and you breathe out any energies that are coming up, anything that may have felt stuck inside of you. With another big deep breath, you return your focus to the door, where your hand is placed on the silver gemstone doorknob. Admiring the glimmering gold radiating from the door's outlined edges, you gracefully turn the doorknob. You pull the door open and boldly step into the room. You take 2 more steps into this room, and then you glance around to see what you notice. It takes a second, but then suddenly it clicks. You are standing in your childhood bedroom from some time between the ages of 14 and 16. You glance around at the room, looking at the walls, looking at the furniture, and you notice all the things that made your room your room. Perhaps there are posters or pictures. Perhaps there's a bookshelf or a desk. Perhaps there are certain styles of toys or statues. You glance around at the various things that remind your mind and your heart and your body that this is your childhood bedroom from some time between the ages of 14 and 16. After taking a moment to breathe deeply and orient yourself in this room, you glance forward now and see the bed where you had slept sometime between the ages of 14 and 16. Sitting upon this bed is your early teenage self. You see them and admire them and gently walk towards them. You ask them permission to sit beside them on the bed. Without a word, they nod yes, and you set your body beside them on their bed. You look at them, and you soften in your heart space. For the teenager that had existed in your memory is not the precious child that you are seeing now. This child seems so young and so innocent and so gentle and so tender. And any memories that may have created a different picture melt away as you see this child for the wonder that they truly are. And you look into the miraculous galaxies of their eyes, such expansive depths in these eyes. And as you connect with them in this moment, you feel their eyes wanting to ask a question, but feeling that they cannot. And this creates a question in your eyes as you connect with theirs. And then both of your eyes seem to be asking questions, but there are no words being spoken. It's just a moment of presence and a little bit of love that gradually grows. And in this moment, there is deep stillness, like nothing else exists. And the only thing in the entire infinite universe across multiple galaxies is this moment, right here, right now, in this divinely orchestrated moment of connection. And as these moments expand, it seems that their eyes are more open to asking the question that they seem to be afraid to ask before. Almost telepathically, you receive this unspoken question. You feel it in your heart. they seem to want to know, am I really enough? Am I really safe? Is everything really going to be okay? Am I really worthy of love? And you feel these questions being received by your heart from their eyes. And you melt. You melt in this moment, wondering how such a perfect angelic being could possibly wonder such things. How could they not know that they are perfect? With every fiber in your being, you just want to help them feel loved. And you offer them these words. Repeat these affirmations from your being to the being of your inner child, who is sometime between the ages of 14 and 16. After each sentence, address them by name. This could be their first name, birth name, full name, or a nickname. Use whatever word or phrase most effectively helps you connect with them, with where they're at in this now moment. Breathe deeply in between every expression. As you breathe, know that the air that is flowing through you is also flowing through them, for you are connected through the invisible miracle of life force energy. You look into their eyes and share with them these words, addressing them by name. I love you. You are more magnificent than you know. You are smarter than you think, braver than you know, and stronger than you realize. You are unconditionally worthy of respect and support. You are already more than enough. Every single thing you do is amazing. You are a miraculous wonder in every breath you breathe. I admire your strength. Your heart is pure gold. You are safe here in my heart. I respect your being. You are worthy of respect. You are worthy of loving and respecting yourself. Your mind is worthy of love. Your body is unconditionally worthy of love. Your body is absolutely perfect. Every cell of your body is a perfect divine miracle. You are allowed to love and respect your body. Your body is yours and only yours. Your body is protected by an angelic bubble of radiant cosmic light. This bubble surrounding your body has enough power to shatter any other force. There is only love for you here. Your heart is unconditionally worthy of love. Your spirit is worthy of unconditional love. You are free to be you, no matter who that is. You are never defined by any element of experience. Your identity is filled with infinite cosmic magic and limitless consciousness. You are an infinite divine being. You never ever need to be like anyone but you. You are not here to be like other people. Within you, there lies a uniquely authentic truth. Through the power of your internal energy, you bring a new gift into this world. You carry gifts inside of you that no one out of billions of people have to offer. Through the power of your mind, your heart, your body, and your spirit, you radiate infinite light and unconditional love. You might not feel it now, but you are powerful beyond measure. Loving yourself helps ignite your power. I love you, and I hope my love can ignite this power too. You carry a divine light of radiant love that this world needs. More importantly, my world needs your radiant light and love. You are divine worthiness in every breath you breathe. You are free to walk away from anything that makes you feel like less than perfect royalty. You deserve to always be treated with respect. Your being and your expressions are unconditionally worthy of loving support and respectful admiration. You are free to trust yourself. The only guidance you need to listen to is that of your own inner truth. When you tune in with your heart and soul, you are connected to divine intelligence. I want you to trust your inner guidance above all else, my darling. No matter what is happening outside of you, tuning in is always top priority. Your internal energy holds divine wisdom and cosmic power. You never need to doubt yourself. You never need to question yourself. Your inner soul knows everything. You are limitless and divine. You are free to let go of external illusions and connect with cosmic truth. The truth is that you are an infinite cosmic consciousness having a human experience. You are literally infinite, my darling. Through the power of your internal energy, you are connected to and supported by the entire universe. There are no limits for you in this life. You have power to create any life you desire. You are powerful beyond measure. You are exactly you for a dearly divine, destined reason. With every beat of your perfect heart, you are valued by me and the universe. Nothing you ever do could add to your worth because you are already infinitely, divinely worthy. You never need to earn, prove, achieve, or explain your worth. Your worthiness is never based on what you do. In every breath and every beat of your heart, you are the worth of God. Your value is in your being. Your existence is a divine miracle that is cosmically celebrated in every moment. What you do has nothing to do with your worthiness. You are worthy and deserving of the absolute best that life has to offer. Perfect health, abundance, peace, joy, prosperity, and fulfillment are your divine birthright. You are divine, and a wonderful life is your divine birthright, my darling. You are connected with the divine source of all that is, and you are limitless and worthy. There are no limits to what you can do, be, or have in this life. You are far too limitless to be fit in any box. You are here to create a life in any way your heart desires. You are free to create your own perceptions about reality. You are divinely free to sculpt your own belief system in a way that resonates with your divine spirit. I am so indescribably proud of you for being you. You are always enough exactly as you are. No one else's opinions can ever touch your majesty. Your magnificence is incomprehensibly vast. I respect and admire you. I believe in you. You are worthy of believing in yourself. You can do anything you set your mind to. You are free to fully be all of you. Every step you take on your journey matters in a million ways. I celebrate you in every moment. Thank you for being exactly you. You are perfect, worthy, and enough. I treasure you and I love you. As you finish sharing these words with your early teenage self, this child here that sits on the bed beside you, you can suddenly sense the energy of your words as an orange ember moving from your mouth to their ears. As their body receives your words, this orange ember light flows through their brain and travels down to their heart. You can see it clearly. The energy that erupted from your mouth while speaking these words travels in front of you, is received by their body, and this orange ember glow travels from inside of their brain, illuminating light through their head, and travels down to the sacred space of their divinely perfect heart. You suddenly begin to see an ember glow lit ablaze in their chest. Their heart is glowing, an ember flame. This flame, a glowing golden bronze energy, begins dancing energetically out of their chest with every beat of their miraculous, perfect heart. Your words have ignited a fire in their soul. Every corner of them begins to be affected by this glowing flame. All sensations of unworthiness burn away. All sensations of limitation burn away. All sensations of comparison burn away. All sensations of lack and worry burn away. All sensations of self-doubt and self-questioning and self-criticism burn away. A power gradually ignites within them. This mesmerizing orange flame glows in their heart space and moves throughout the cells of their body, eradicating all other energies that have been secretly plaguing them. And their energy begins to shift. They no longer care what anyone else thinks of them. They only care what they think about themselves, and they think very highly of themselves in a respectful and loving way. They no longer feel limited by old conditioning from family or society, and they suddenly feel inspired by their limitless nature of pure divine consciousness. They are no longer constrained by the illusions of physicality as they realize the power of their energy. And as these walls inside of them begin to crumble, as these illusions of fear begin to burn away, the child that had such a hesitant question in their eyes when you first sat down is nowhere to be found. You now see a brave warrior of radical love and courageous light. It's like this glowing flame in their heart space has ignited their infinite potentiality to expand into who they have always wanted to be. They are no longer constrained by painful experiences or limitations placed on them by other people, or judgments of worthiness based on external physical assumptions. Their limitless nature expands before your very eyes as this orange, glowing, energetic flame ignites their tender, miraculous, perfect, divine heart space more and more. You suddenly feel inspired in their presence. You suddenly begin to feel limitless yourself. You suddenly begin to feel the universe open up to you. You feel inspired, like anything is possible. And suddenly, your heart is lit ablaze. A glowing ember, shimmery, bronzish orange flame begins to ignite in your chest, beginning as a gentle, glowing light, and suddenly igniting so energetic flames dance beyond your body, out from your chest. As this glowing flame continues igniting and expanding in your heart space and the heart space of your childhood self from sometime between the ages of 14 and 16. Gradually, these orange flames of magical energies begin to connect heart space of your present adult self connects with the heart space of your early teenagehood self. This glowing flame uniting worlds. Spend 5 minutes here connecting with your childhood self. You may focus on this glowing flame continuing to expand until it fills the whole room with empowered inspiration and passion for living. Or you may have a conversation, or you may go for a walk and explore an alternate scene. Spend 5 minutes in this space of loving presence and empowered connection as you lovingly, compassionately, courageously reunite with your childhood self from sometime between the ages of 14 and 16. I will invite you back to your journey with a gentle song after 5 minutes. After spending this time with your childhood self from early teenage years, you feel so expanded in your being, such deep connection with the all of you that has ever been. You thank this wondrous soul for sharing these sacred moments with you. You offer them a hug, embracing them with love. You bid them farewell for now and turn away from your childhood bedroom. You walk away from the room, back towards the blue door. You step through the door, closing it behind you. And now you are again standing in the treehouse with the Fairy Queen. As you return your focus to standing here in this circular room of the treehouse, you notice once again the Fairy Queen's majesty. She seems to have a glow of love emanating from her being that tenderly connects with your heart space. Visually, you witness majestic beams of white, brilliant light emanating from her body. She smiles with soft eyes, gently nodding. A soft welcome back through her bodily posture. She gestures for you to follow her without saying a word. You follow behind her as she turns and begins to walk out of the treehouse. While you follow her, you begin to notice that the light emanating from her body ignites your body, and your body then emanates brilliant white light from all corners of your skin. You follow her, now standing on the deck outside of the treehouse, at the top of the steps of the diamond staircase. You hear the sound of the waterfall. You feel the freshness of the atmosphere on your face, the air itself seeming to invite you more and more into the power of your own presence. The Fairy Queen slowly walks down the diamond staircase, and you gently follow behind her, taking one step down the staircase, and then another step down the staircase. You admire the white light emanating from your body and the body of the Fairy Queen before you. You enjoy the sound of the waterfall, and you love witnessing the shimmering majesty of the diamond staircase beneath your feet. You take a few more steps down, following the Fairy Queen. You now reach the bottom of the staircase and your bare feet reach the soft grass and the warm earth. The fairy queen walks forward and to the right, wrapping around the backside of the waterfall towards the main area of the underground castle where your journey had begun. You follow her. Now you stand in front of the waterfall. The fairy queen gestures for you to sit on the ground beside her. She sits down, her large wings balancing behind her, the bottoms of them resting on the ground as she sits, with perfect posture, almost as if something is magically pulling her spine upwards. Even while she sits, she seems so very tall and majestic. You sit beside her, noticing yourself feeling a perfect upright posture as well. It's as if the light emanating from your body is aligning all of the bones and muscles inside of you. You feel grateful for how your body is finding its way into perfect health. As you sit upright beside the fairy queen, you enjoy the feeling of the warm earth holding you and the soft grass comfortably comforting you. You enjoy the fresh air resting on your face. You enjoy the sound and the sight of the rushing waterfall before you. You smile, softening into the beauty of this moment, feeling so much appreciation towards your own inner being for courageously venturing on this expedition, this exploration, adventure has been so worthwhile, and you take a moment to thank yourself for being you right here, right now. You smile on your mouth and in your eyes. The fairy queen returns your grin, as if her eyes themselves are dancing with laughter. The smile streaking across her face encourages the smile streaking across your face to grow even larger. You sit there in beautiful peace, enjoying the moment of heavenly company. The fairy queen then asks you, "What did you learn from your experiences? Or what did you gain from your time walking through those doors in the treehouse?" You take a moment to tenderly check in with your perfect heart space, and then you offer her a thoughtful response. The fairy queen thanks you for sharing about your experiences. She seems so genuinely interested and so compassionately captivated by your words. She then asks you, what's one moment from your experience here that you wish to remember in the waking world? You again take a moment to pause and tenderly check in with your majestic heart space before offering her a reply. The Fairy Queen nods with love and acknowledgement, compassionately connecting with your words. She thanks you so much for sharing, and she wishes you well in remembering these sacred treasures in the waking world. You spend a few moments here, noticing the beauty of the waterfall, enjoying the big, expansive space of this area, especially the indescribably tall ceiling that makes the area feel so open and infinite, but also so safe and protected. You enjoy feeling the earth hold you and comfort you. You enjoy feeling so much space to just be you here. You enjoy such pure company, so much love, so much presence, so much light, such a deep lightness in your heart space, such an extravagantly expansive, tender permission for healing. Like every cell of your body, like every piece of energy in your spirit, and like every wave of thought and feeling in your mind are being transmuted into a pure vibration of unconditional love. You feel it now, every cell of your being vibrating higher and higher into a greater expanse of pure love and infinite cosmic light. You breathe deeply into the spaciousness of this now moment. Breathing deeply into the sound of the waterfall, you look as the Fairy Queen slowly stands to her feet, her wings bouncing slightly as she balances, shifting her posture from sitting to standing. She gestures for you to rise and follow her, and you do. From your comfortable seated position here by the waterfall on the grass, you stand to your feet and begin again following the Fairy Queen. You admire her beautiful wings. You feel the soft grass beneath your feet. You feel the cool air brush past your skin. You listen to the sound of the waterfall. You admire the chandeliers decorating this underground castle. You smile and relax even deeper into your being, feeling permission to swim in the infinite oceanic depths of your heart. You follow the fairy queen, the waterfall growing quieter and quieter as you grow more distant from it. You begin to approach the indescribably large door that you had first walked into when entering this mystical, magical, underground castle. The fairy queen pauses before reaching the door and turns to face you. With a smile on her face and laughter dancing in her eyes, light continuing to emanate from her body, she looks at you and says, "Thank you so much for your visit, dear one. Your soul has blessed me with loving presence. I love you, and I am grateful for you just being you. I am so glad that you exist on planet Earth. I love the shine in your soul and the love in your heart. Please, please, always just be you." You receive these words with gratitude and humble appreciation and empowered pride at the same time. Your smile grows larger as you soften further into your tender heart space. The fairy queen extends her hand, connects with yours, and lifts your hand up as she bows her head forward. She kisses your fingertips with the most tender touch. She lingers for a moment in this space just so you can fully feel the power of loving presence. She rises from kissing your hand, gently releasing your fingertips. She looks up at you again and gently bows, her hands pressed together in a prayer position, resting at her heart space, and she bows forward to you. You copy the posture, pressing your hands together in a prayer position, resting them by your heart space and bowing towards her. You both pause for a moment in this space of deep appreciation for one another. As you both rise, she wishes you farewell for now and says that you are welcome back here anytime, and she will always be with you in your heart. She gestures towards the large door, and you turn towards it, walking past the fairy queen, placing your hand on the doorknob of the unfathomably large door before you. You open it with ease and step beyond it as it gently closes behind you. You are now standing at the base of a stone staircase. You gently step up the staircase. As you gradually climb this staircase, you bring awareness back to your physical body. Or if you would prefer, you may drift gently into soft slumber. The choice is yours, dear soul. You take one step up the stone staircase, tracing the cold stone with your left hand. With your left hand on the wall to your left, you step up the spiraling stone staircase. You take another step up, breathing even deeper now, and wiggling your toes and your fingers. You take another step up the stone staircase, and you see the stained glass window to your right of lions and tigers that gently seem like precious tame cats. With a softness in your heart, you take another step up the stone staircase. Breathing even deeper now, you begin to bring awareness to your physical body. As you take another step up the stone staircase, you notice a stained glass window to your right of dolphins and starfish. Feeling a lightness in your spirit, you breathe even deeper, connecting with conscious presence to your inhales and exhales. Breathing even deeper now, you take another step up the stone staircase as it gradually spirals to the left. You breathe deeper and begin to stretch into your physical body, gradually bringing awareness to the fullness of this present moment. You take another step up the staircase and see the final stained glass window to your right, filled with colorful butterflies and hummingbirds. You smile and take a big, deep, long breath in and audibly sigh out. You take another step up the stone staircase, now fully stretching into your physical body. When you're ready, bring your full awareness back into the fullness of this moment. If you'd prefer, you may softly drift into sleep. Thank you so much for trusting me as your healing journey guide through this experience. Thank you for sharing this time with me. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being you. Infinite blessings, dear soul. From my heart to yours, I thank you. Thank you.